Hello, everyone. My name is Karina Salazar, and I am glad to have this opportunity to present my environmental health policy analysis titled Indoor Mold and Mycotoxin Exposure and its Links to Autoimmunity in DFW Women. So if we look at column 1 of our research poster, this study investigates a critical and deeply overlooked intersection of environmental equity and immunological health, the systemic impact of damp indoor environments. Across the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, low-income women, alongside pregnant and postpartum individuals, are disproportionately exposed to severe indoor mold due to structural deterioration and substandard rental housing. Biologically, the term inhalation of mycotoxins acts as a toxic immunomodulator, and this exposure prevents constant low-grade systemic inflammation and T cell dysfunction. For genetically vulnerable women, this unrelenting immune activation can shatter normal immune tolerance and laying the groundwork for severe life-altering autoimmune diseases like systemic lupus and rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, so now we're moving to column 2, and it's the policy overview and analysis finding. So moving on to column 2, we have to evaluate the legal structures meant to protect these residents. And currently, tenants rely heavily on Texas Property Code, Section 92.052. Which governs the implied warranty or habitability. Local oversight is driven by the Dallas City Code, Chapter 27, which dictates local minimum property standards. However, our policy analysis reveals a massive, dangerous regulatory gap. The Texas statutory language does not explicitly define mold or mycotoxins as a standard habitability violation. So in fact, legislative shifts like Senate Bill 1255 have actively stripped mycotoxins from legal mold definitions. This leaves an unfair, expensive legal and medical burden on the tenant. And a low-income woman suffering from systemic inflammation is forced to financially absorb the cost of specialized testing and legal representation just to prove her apartment is unsafe, while facing an ongoing threat of landlord retaliation or eviction. And for policy recommendations and conclusions, as outlined in column 3, I propose 2 urgent evidence-based interventions and target this health inequity. First, the state legislator must amend the Texas Property Code to explicitly classify visible indoor mold over minimal square footage threshold as an immediate threat. Physical safety, removing the tenant's burden of medical proof. Second, the Dallas City Council must update Chapter 27 standards to mandate indoor relative humidity testing during standard 3-year multi-tenant sweeps, keeping indoor moisture strictly below 50% to stop mold before it starts. So in conclusion, fixing substandard housing isn't just a matter of property maintenance. It is a vital public health intervention to protect the long-term immune and reproductive health of DFW women. I appreciate your time. And if anyone has any questions or would like any type of clarification regarding this literature that I've cited and have presented, feel free to comment on the discussion board or contact me from email at the end of the 7 slides that I have provided for you today. So thank you so much.